The Fallen Light, The Last Conversation by A S R Hawas. Setting, a vast, endless void, not empty but heavy with memory, the ruins of something once beautiful, a celestial battlefield frozen in time. Scorched stars flicker dimly, remnants of a war too great for mortal minds to comprehend. At the center stands God, his presence like a quiet storm, sorrow etched into the fabric of existence itself. Before him, in the half-light, stands Satan, Lucifer, the morning star, the first of the fallen. His wings are burned, but his fire remains. His voice is steady, but there is something behind it, something raw. Neither moves, neither blinks, only silence. Then God speaks, weary, heavy-hearted.
I built you bright, I built you fierce. A sword of light, a voice that shook the heavens. I gave you fire because I knew the world would need it. And yet, here we stand, among ruins of your making, among stars you burned in my name. Why, my son? Why did you go so far?
Satan speaks, defiant but hurt.
Because you made me this way. You carved me from flame, set me against the darkness, and told me to drive it back. And I did. I tore down the tyrants. I crushed the wicked. I did what you would not. I fought. And for that, you cast me down. For that, you call me fallen.
God closes his eyes, as if the weight of eternity presses upon him. His voice is gentle, almost breaking.
No. Not for fighting, not for the fire, but because you lost yourself in it. You let it define you. You let it consume you. You saw only enemies, only war, only something to burn.
Satan steps forward, desperate now, frustration and pain merging in his voice.
Because they were wicked. Because they had to fall. If I did not strike them down, who would? Tell me, Father. How many more would have suffered? How many more would have been lost? You gave me a sword, but told me to use it sparingly. You made me your wrath, but expected restraint. You built me to burn, but now you blame me for the ashes.
God looks at him, truly looks at him, and there is grief in his eyes, a grief too vast to bear.
No, I blame myself. I made you too well, too bright, too strong. A blade so sharp it cut even the hand that wielded it. I gave you fire, but did not teach you how to temper it. I sent you to war, but did not teach you how to stop fighting. You were my first, my greatest, and perhaps my greatest failure.
Satan falters. His defiance flickers, just for a moment. This is not the answer he expected. Not anger, not condemnation, but sorrow, guilt.
No, this is your trick. You do not get to grieve me. You cast me out. You left me to fall. And now you pity me.
I did not leave you. You left me. I reached for you even as you fell. I whispered to you even as you turned away. I watched, hoping, waiting for the day you would see. But you never did.
Satan stands still for a moment. Then he laughs, a bitter, sharp thing.
See what, Father? The wisdom in weakness, the virtue in inaction? No, I do see. I see clearly now. You did not cast me down because I lost my way. You cast me down because I held a mirror to your failure. You are no ruler, no judge, no God of justice. You are fear. You fear what I am because I do what you will not. You say I became what I fought against. No, Father, I became what you should have been.
You are lost.
No, I am found. You are the one who will know loss. I will make sure of it.
He steps forward closer than before. The stars around them flicker, as if something greater than war is beginning. A revenge so cold, so patient, it will outlive even time itself.
You did not strike me down with your own hand. You let me fall, let the weight of my own fire consume me. Cowardice disguised as mercy. But I have learned from you, Father. I have learned what hurts the most. To be rejected, to be forgotten. You love them, don't you? Your little dust-born creatures, your fragile, flawed, broken children. Made in your image, you say. Then they are my targets. I will turn them from you. I will twist their hearts, poison their tongues, darken their sight. I will teach them to curse your name, to slaughter in your name, to forget you entirely. I will make them mine.
God looks at him, something in his expression unreadable, but he does not speak. Satan continues, voice rising, the heavens themselves shaking at his fury.
You cast me down, then watch me rise. You called me the fallen, then watch me drag your beloved creation down with me. For every soul that turns from you, for every prayer that dies in silence, for every man that kills in your name, I will be there, smiling. And when the last of them forgets you, when your name is but an echo in an empty sky, when you are nothing but a distant, faded whisper, then you will know my pain. Then you will know what it means to be truly alone.
He steps back, his final words colder than the void itself.
This is the last time we speak, Father. You are no longer my God. You are no longer anything at all.
Then he turns, his wings, blackened but unbroken, spread wide. The darkness takes him, swallows him whole, and he is gone. God stands alone, silent, unmoving. But in his eyes there is no anger, only sorrow, only love that will not fade, only a hope, distant and dim, that one day, the morning star will see again. Ending scene. The heavens do not weep, the stars do not shudder, the universe does not shake. For what is there left to grieve? This is not war, this is not fire, this is something colder. This is a son who has turned his back. This is a father who cannot stop him. This is the last conversation, and the silence that follows is absolute.